My name's Hannah, originally from Devon in the UK, and now I live in Cambodia, where I work for a little counselling charity called Living Well. There's so many things I love about working and living in Cambodia, and one of them is that within the Christian expat community in Cambodia, being single is really common. So I think sometimes in the UK church, it can feel like a bit of an odd, unusual thing to be, but here it's pretty common, so that's really great. My experience of being single in the church has generally been pretty positive, both in Cambodia and in the UK. I've generally felt pretty welcomed and included and found it really easy to make friends. I think one exception, though, is that I have found that the church can often see singleness as a bad thing. So, just as an example, I went to a church small group once and there were lots of new people there. So, we were all introducing ourselves. And people were introducing themselves saying, "Oh, my name is this, I'm married to this person, I have these kids." So I said, "My name's Hannah, I'm married to no one, and I have no kids." And people's responses were either kind of a bit awkward or a little bit kind of pitying. And one person even said, "Oh, oh, don't say that." And I was really confused, like, why wouldn't I say that though? Because I am single and that's not something I'm sad about or ashamed about. It's just a fact, and it's a fact I'm quite happy about. So, yeah, there can be this kind of pity and this kind of assumption that you're sad or that your life isn't as good as other people's. And I think that's actually really unbiblical because the Bible talks about singleness being a gift. And I mean, if we talked about any other gift like that, it would be really weird. Like, imagine if you got like a gift that you really wanted. So, just for the sake of the metaphor, let's imagine you got given an iPhone for Christmas, right? And then people started saying to you, you got this iPhone and you're really excited about it and you're really enjoying it. And then people start saying, oh, oh, you got an iPhone. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? Oh, but don't worry because I've met people even older than you who have managed to get rid of their iPhones. And it's weird you've got an iPhone because you're a really great person. So I think you really deserve something different. And there are apps that can help you get rid of iPhones, and there's people I can introduce you to who can help you get rid of iPhones. So just don't worry at all. Don't worry, we'll be able to get rid of it really quickly and make things better. And just don't be sad. Don't be sad about having been given an iPhone because we'll fix it and we'll help you get rid of it. It would just be like such a weird way to talk about any other gift. And I think that's how I feel about singleness. Like, God's giving me this amazing gift of singleness, and it's meant I can easily move to another country. It's meant I can travel in ways I never otherwise would have been able to. I can do things in ministry I wouldn't have otherwise been able to. And I think the thing I find really ironic as well is that when I talk to non-Christians, most of them can understand that singleness is a good thing and they can kind of celebrate that with me. And yet it's the Christians who seem to struggle to believe it. And yet it's in the Bible, there's this Bible verse that really clearly says that singleness is a gift and it talks about the benefits of singleness. And yet the church seem to be the last people to want to believe this Bible verse. And it's the non-Christians who seem to be quite happy to believe that singleness can be good, at least in my experience anyway. Maybe it's different for other people. So yeah, I think that's strange. And I know there are some people who are really unhappy about being single, who really wanted to get married and are really grieving that that hasn't happened. So I'm definitely not saying we should sort of force some kind of false positivity on them. The Bible says we should weep with those who weep. So for people who are unhappy about being single, definitely we should be coming alongside them and grieving with them. But equally, for those of us who are really happy being single, I would really love to see the church come alongside us by celebrating that with us and acknowledging it and not trying to fix it, and not trying to diagnose it, not trying to go, not going, "Oh, but why? Why aren't you looking for a relationship? Is it because you've had a bad experience? Is it because your parents had a messy divorce or whatever?" Because for a lot of us, that isn't the case. And even if it was, like, there doesn't have to be a reason. We can be happy being single just because the Bible is right about the fact that singleness is a great thing. And whether it's, some of us, that's going to be a case just for a season of our lives, and some of us, it's going to be a case for the whole of our lives. But either way, I think I'd just love to see the church recognizing singleness as the gift that it is and celebrating it instead of trying to pity it or fix it.